Boom, baby, we are live. What is up? It's me, MLD, #1 dating coach in the world, and it is Free Consultation Friday, where I answer all of your questions 100% for free. All you gotta do is call that number right there, 254-454. Live. What is up? It's me, MLD. Hold on, I'm repeating. #1 dating coach in the world, and it is Free Consultation Friday, where I answer all of your questions. Where's that coming from? 100% for free. All you gotta do is call that number right there, 254-4. There it is. Okay, I got it. Did you guys hear? Was there a repeat? Did you hear that? Anyways, welcome back. We are here. We got it going. What is up? Happy Friday. We are here. It is live. We are here, rocking and rolling on a Friday afternoon/evening. Happy Good Friday to all of you. This is the day that Jesus died, and he will be risen on the upcoming Easter Sunday. Why is Easter so like not at the end of the month? Can somebody help me out with that one? Because I'd like to know. But anyways, we're here. We're gonna get going. Sit tight and call in soon.
Connection established.
Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something else to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
I am teaching you how to be strong. I am teaching you how to be powerful. So when bad things happen to you, you don't quit.
Okay, because you don't know
how.
Because you don't know.
No, if I'm not going to explain to myself.
In normal conversation where people aren't sitting around and patronizing you because you're loud and obnoxious, and a lot of people don't want to confront you and tell you that. But I'll tell you that right now, young lady. You're very loud and obnoxious and you're rude.
You wanted to blow it up and make me seem like something I'm not, and I didn't appreciate that. But that's okay. You can do what you want to do for your content.
Oh boy, somebody's triggered.
And
She's
you can do
triggered.
that. No, Adam sent me a clip.
You should want a woman that you can build with.
She can build me a sandwich.
My man,
It's common sense in every other country in the world, but here you gotta get out a Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're gonna attract predators. We're back. What is up? What is up? It's me, MLD. Guys, we had a great week of shows, and I have a very important announcement. All right? Really good stuff. It is 10,000% confirmed. The shadow ban on this channel is 100% lifted. What a brutal and annoying multi-year stretch of dealing with this algorithmic nonsense, but we figured out a way. So if you're watching, okay, what's up, Greg? Good to see you. If you are watching here live on YouTube, okay, I want you to please kindly pay attention to the screen because I'm going to show you something. We have started something new on the channel, and it's going to be consistent. And It is right here. We are consistently going to be uploading videos to the video section. We are retiring shorts on this channel. Okay. We are retiring shorts on this channel. There will be no more shorts. This is the last of it. Short form content attracts the worst quality kind of people. Low IQ, low attention span, low income. No, thank you. I'm not gambling with my career and this livelihood of this channel on producing short form content, which has produced no benefit to me on YouTube whatsoever. But if you take a look real quick, look at this, look at the videos. So we got a new team on board and we're really doing very good. We're doing a test of like all of different types of content. So remember, guys, at home, I am here to serve and help you. Okay. You there right now. Okay. And I can't help you unless you tell me how I can help you. And here's how you can tell me I can help you. Okay. Take a look at these last 4 videos that we have here. This one is clavicular holds frame. And then this happens. This is a reaction to the whole Pierce Morgan debate that was with Nick Fuentes. This was Larry Wheels content. This was a highlight of Hayden on the earlier interview we had this week. And then this one already, the analytics are looking beautiful on this one. 1.3K 5 hours ago, looking great. This was Sophie Rain versus James Fitchback. You know, heated on the Pierce Morgan uncensored. It's a reaction. We are restructuring, rebranding, redeploying, and all of the data is showing that we are completely out of the hole here. Let me show you exactly. So I'll go to YouTube Studio, and I'm going to show you guys 2 videos. So if you look at okay, we'll just go to this one first. This is how you can tell. If you go to the analytics, right? And then you could see here that on the YouTube recommendations, 78% of the views came from there. That shows that we're not shadow banned, and that's been so bad for the longest time. So not only in that recent video we just posted, but also we have the clavicular one that we posted the other day. Yep, we'll take a look at this real quick. Go to the analytics, and you can see here also 85% of the views came from YouTube recommendations. So it is officially over. This data has never shown this before. The shadow ban that happened right around 2023 under, you know, the whole Biden administration, and then they were draconian with all their censorship. So really thrilled. Guys, I have not seen a plus sign on my subscriber count in literally 3 years, because 2023 is when everything they did that fake cancellation on me, and then all that crap was happening, and then I just started noticing the analytics going down, and now it's back up. And every month, literally, I would see minus 600 subscribers, minus 700, minus 300, minus 400, and it was just a very, very, very long stuff. And so, you know, really what we're trying to do here is just continuing to get the reach out to the audience, continuing to grow the community, continue to help as many men as possible. That's what this whole channel is about. So if you're wondering where my shorts are, that's why they're gone. And honestly, dude, I hate doing shorts like that for YouTube, because it just really, you have to train the YouTube algorithm. Like, what do you want your content to be primarily based upon? And so, you know, the whole freaking, you know, long form and then live stream and then short form, you're like just confusing the algorithm, and it's really annoying. So and then yeah, 2026 is the year of MLD. Shout out, that is a new moderator as well. Our good brother Michael. Put you on the, there we go. You got the mod power. I now deem you, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, you're now a moderator on the channel. Congratulations. What's up? What's up? What's up? So let's keep it rocking and let's keep it rolling. This whole week we did a slew of shows. And so basically, we really didn't do any comment review. So I kind of want to do, actually this whole week, we didn't do a single episode of comment review. So I want to catch up some comment review. I'm going to let people, kind of pop in here. And then after comment review, we'll open the phone lines and let things get going. Because I really just want to continue with everything. I'm so happy with how everything's working. But let's go, guys. Let's go to comment review. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Comment review. That's where I feature your comments. We had a great week of shows. Shout out to Hayden coming on the show. Woman Propaganda. Follow his new Instagram, woman.propaganda. And we're going to run through these real quick. Franz Wild, like the new format of bringing different, interesting people on. That's lots to learn from different folks out there. Thank you very, very much, Daniel. Extra Guax is good stuff. W Stream, great. Geomaxing is a great tip. Thank you, Alien Elite. Yellow Joe, great podcast. True. Being free to live in multiple places, remotely working, supporting whatever lifestyle you love, you should for. That's Yellow Joe's he's a real G. This guy's he's worth 8 figures. He's a real giga pimp. AZ Marine, hell yeah. Shout out to you. This guy is hilarious. Yeah, Hayden is hilarious. RSG426, there's a big push to ban people posting Nick content on Insta and a result of the coordinated NYT and WSP article, FYI. Oh, okay. Probably that's why. Will there be live show? That was the old one. The fastest way to escape the Matrix. Shout out to you. And then Greg with the comment of he's laughing. He's like it. Greg's in the chat. Shout out to you, Greg. Nice meeting you this week. Let's go to the game room. If you don't know about the game room, this is the new show featuring me and Paul from Apex Mindset, where we are only going to talk about game, only talk about picking up girls, only talk about what's working. So what I need you guys to do is remember Wednesday night, 7 p.m. We're going to do this all of 2026. Wednesday night. Okay. Wednesday night with us going live, 7 p.m. We're going to be really involved in the audience. So if you're not having sex, if you want to have sex, that's okay. Okay. There's a lot of people not having sex, and the solution is easy, but you do need to work with a coach and you do need to work with me. And that's why we're putting this show out, so we can show you exactly what you need to do to have sex. Okay. Let's rock it and roll it. Let's go to the comments. Franz Wild says, an awesome new show with the #1 duo in space. Thank you so much. Pro Special says, great to have you guys on the regular now. Super high IQ talk. Chotsky says, amazing show. Looking forward to next week. Paul and MLD are the dream of the men's improvement market. Geo for show. 136 compound effects, 820 print relentless. Thank you, brother. Expert level wrestling. That's my good friend, Afi Kingdom. Basal Wadad. He is my brother from Lebanon. He says, great show. Look forward to the next episodes. He just pulled a smoke show, blonde Russian in Cali. Yikes, bro. She was so hot. He's in monthly coaching. W. Dan Gold Official. Great show, guys. I learned a lot from this episode. Thanks so much, Dan. Really happy to hear that. B-Boy Red Moon says, cheers. And a great show, guys. I knew about game 12 at around 12 years of age. It's true feminism got so extreme and complicated that you have to evaluate your game and refine it. It's not hard to obtain her, but retain her. Same, been RP away for decades, but it's still a minefield. Well, Lloyd, you know you need more help than just watching the show. And I'm glad you kicked that girl out of your house who was being nonsensical about a lot of things. Okay? People like the stuff with Paul. It was really good. Really happy to hear that. Good. Okay, let's go. Speed running. And then yesterday we had Dr. Mellons, and she was looking melonrific, and she came on over, and we got 14 comments. Yep, that's our generation. I graduated 2005. My older brother, 96. My brother, 97, and body count was 3 or none at all. Exactly. Why did you remove my comment? I thought you didn't believe in censorship. I don't know. If I did remove your comment, it's like you're talking crap or insulting me or something, but I don't think I did. I didn't even get to this. As you can see, none of these are hearted. Matt says, glad to have you back. Thank you, Matt. DP_Z. When I was in high school, people would say, don't have sex. And now people are complaining about teens not having sex. Fuck's going on. People are retarded, bro. Straight up retardation everywhere.
Retard alert.
Baba Yaga, John Wick, once I see him kill a man with a pencil, a freaking pencil, that's funny. John 6 hours a day, that's super crack to be on the phone. Long as it's such a waste of time. Agreed. You could do so much productive things. Yes, that's right, Mitchell. A lot of social media consumption, a lot of corn watching, gossip, BS, shopping, etc. Yeah. Gio for sure with the 12:30 timestamp. Thanks so much. And Borg, probably half of those folks can't even get it up after eating so much processed food full of chemicals, vegetables, and seed oils. And women have lost all desires because of the same issues. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, the food's definitely messing with people. And then Alyssa Melonia, can you geisha face for the next one? Who's, oh, I think this is Dr. Melons. Burka is also good. That's hilarious. You see, some of these comments got hid. It was Kim Kardashian who made it cool to be a 3 or 4, bang black guys in filament. Yeah, it was actually the first chick to do the whole viral sex tape thing was Paris Hilton. And then she did it, and then, but Kim Kardashian 10x'd it. You know, WMLD, Dr. Millens, thank you. Paris Hilton was the hot girl beauty icon when Barbie aesthetic. Then her friend Kardashian became the new hot girl icon who made it possible for every girl to be hot using makeup, getting highlights, getting a face, boob, butt job, being a 3 or 4, banging black dudes and filming it. I mean, the whole Kardashian family did bang a lot of black dudes. They bang Lamar Odom. I mean, the list is Kanye West. The list goes on and on and on and on. So, yeah, definitely made it fashionable to be a mud shark. Clout or status will help you get ladies. It will help you. It will. It will not. It shouldn't be your end all be all, but it will help you. And then going real quick, like I'm not going to do all the comments, but I just want to tell you guys, like like this is only 5 hours ago. Let me show you how this content's doing so good. Already 53 comments on this. I'm not going to read all 53 comments, but I'm telling you boys, we're back in the game. It's been a while, but 2026 is our year and we're back in the game. So that's comment review. Thanks so much for being here. And let's open the phone lines right away. We're going to get Colin Studio popped in, rocking, rolling. And the show is now going to be, we're going to put so here's the thing. We're going to put one call at a time. So because when you guys, I didn't realize this, but when I hold you guys on the line, it charges you for every person. So actually last week, I charged me like $50 just because 2 people were holding like 30 and 40 minutes. And it's just how this business makes money. And I just don't want to be pissing away money like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to have one call at a time and phone line is going to be open. So you really want to get on the phones and call right away as soon as you hear the opportunity. So the phone is now going to be open. You'll hear the guy talking.
You are connected as the host.
There we go.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
Right. So, do me a favor. Call in. Oh, we already got a caller. 224. Let's bring him on. Okay, 224. You're on the air. What's up?
Hey, MLD. It's Lord Venom. How you doing, buddy?
Rick, how are you, brother?
I'm good. So I had a question. I was going to ask it in the Telegram, but maybe it's just better if it's out in the air.
Of course.
And whatnot. So I when I was in the men's group and everything, we were doing the cut and with Juan and I got the Aura ring. Mm-hmm. And, sleep is very, very important.
Yes.
I try to get 7-8 hours a day.
Yes.
Because driving a truck and everything, I don't want to be tired. So I've the last year, I've noticed that I don't know, I guess my hair has gone gray, but this is more like a sleep question. But I've noticed that because of the lack of sleep, I'll sleep, even if I sleep 9 hours. Like last night I slept for almost 9.5 hours.
Nice.
But my deep sleep was only 58 minutes. My deep sleep rarely ever goes over an hour.
Okay. Are you using any kind of alcohol or drugs?
No, I don't do anything.
Weed, nothing?
I can't drink. No, I eat practically healthy. I still eat my frozen pizzas every now and then, whatever. But no, I take supplements, I take daily vitamins, I take, potassium, iron, calcium.
It's okay. You don't have to list them off. Okay. The couple things. I've actually become pretty good at what's called sleep hygiene. So you tell me about the room that you sleep in. First of all, it should be pitch black and it should be cold. Is that happening?
Yeah. I have 2 fans going. I have my ceiling fan, a regular fan, box fan, and then I have blackout curtains. Because a lot of times I'm in bed by like 5, 5:30, sometimes 6, so it's still light out. So I have blackout curtains, so nothing comes in.
How much caffeine are you consuming throughout the day, including pre-workout?
I don't do pre-workout. I don't know, 700-800
milligrams.
Yeah, of caffeine. Yeah.
Oh, well, survey says we found the source.
Well,
we found the source.
Right. But I do drink like a gallon of water as well.
Doesn't matter.
So I mean, I know
Listen,
that's not
Rick,
going to like counter it really, but
Rick, it doesn't matter, bro. When are you slamming that 800 milligrams of caffeine?
Well, the majority of it is before noon.
Right. So caffeine has a half-life of 6 hours. So if you're taking in 800 milligrams at, let's just say 8 a.m., right?
Right.
By 2, you still have 400 milligrams in your system. And you're going to bed in 3 hours. That is 100% the culprit. Because you know what? I'm so hypersensitive to caffeine. My mom was like, the other day I was like stressed out and she was here and she heard I was like, sometimes I'm in here, I like rage. I'm like, fuck, something's not working in my office. I just let out the bad energy. And she was like, are you okay? I made you a Pepsi. And she brought me like one of my, 0-calorie Pepsis. And it was like 7 o'clock. I was like, Mom, I don't want to fucking drink this. She's like, just drink it. You'll feel better. You need to calm down. So I drank it. And then that night I just had like terrible deep sleep. Terrible.
Okay.
Yeah. Careful too, because Rick, here's the thing. When you're consistently taking that much caffeine, what you're going to end up doing is frying your adrenals and you're going to burn out badly, my bro.
Yeah, because I'm up a lot by like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning to go to work, because I'm at work at 3 a.m. So like, eventually I need something to like pick me up and everything. So then I, slam an energy drink like a Monster, sugar-free. But I mean, that doesn't matter. But, but still, it's just like,
I'll tell you something.
Just get tired.
Yeah, let me tell you a couple things. So one, stop buying Monster. Go on to Amazon or go to the pharmacy and just get a 200 milligram caffeine pill set. And that is like per dose of serving, you're paying cents compared to like $3-4 for a Monster. Plus all the stuff in the Monster is so bad for you, bro. You gotta Rick, you still gotta clean up your diet, dog. Like, the Monsters, because I think you're 42 now, right?
Yeah. I might be 43 in June. Like right now, I'm actually going on a cut right now. I'm trying to get down to like 165 by my birthday, which is in June.
Yeah. You could do it. What are you at right now?
Okay. 189.
Ooh, actually, maybe that's aggressive. Maybe you won't be able to do it by June 1st. That's really aggressive.
3 months?
I said by June 1st.
Oh, June 1st. Oh, my birthday's June 25th.
Okay. So basically 3 months and then you're 189 and you want to get to, that's aggressive still, bro.
Yeah.
You should just be consistently trying to chip away at this and don't get to the point where you're 189. Chip away. Like at our age, dude, there's no cheat days. There's no time off. Like every time you take time off or anytime you do something that will mess with your health, like you just lose time, money, and mental clarity and frustration. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I hear what you're saying. And I mean, I'm pretty muscular too. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't have fat, which I do have fat, obviously, but that I'm pretty muscular as well.
Yeah.
Than average people. Yeah, no, I did have a physical with my doctor this year.
Yeah.
And like did blood labs and everything's fine. They even did the one for the arteries for all the calcium that may be deposited in there.
Right.
And I'm clean. I'm clear. So like
good. But I gotta lose the fat.
I do gotta lose the fat.
Yeah, well, the little things, your diet is like very, very, very American. You really don't want to be like just eating all this chemical shit that Americans love to eat. Frozen pizzas, Monster, Starbucks, candies, this and that. Like, because even when you were working with us in the group coaching, I remember like seeing your diet. I was like, you know, little things like, for example, ranch dressing, right? The ranch dressing that you buy, the Hidden Valley Ranch, like, Rick, you got to look at the ingredients. And now with AI, you could literally take a picture of the ingredients on the back and be like, will this make me fat? Will this make me sick? Will this make me whatever? Because there's so much like seed oils and stuff and like all the stuff that you're usually, it's just so much processed food and seed oils and the stuff that you're eating that is going to make it really hard for you to A, be healthy, and B, also keep weight off.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. So, I mean, that's something that I did struggle with and everything. And I still kind of do. But, you know, I mean, I could lose the weight quick. You know, me and Juan did lose like 15 pounds each in a month. But not saying that's the healthiest thing in the world, but we were able to do it. So,
yep.
But
my mom's under my my supervision right now. And this morning, so she started on March 12th with me. And she's on 1,500 calories a day, 100 grams protein. And then Monday to Friday, about 40 minutes to an hour on the Stairmaster. And she started at 150 pounds and now she's 139. So, and in 9 days, it'll be 1 month. So, you know, not too bad. She's doing, she's, you know, she's 5'4" too. She's a little woman manlet, you know.
Right.
She's tiny. And so she's a little fat for her height though. 150 is too big for 5'4". So we're initial target weight is 120. And then we want to get her down to like 110, 109, looking looking nice and thin and then muscular, you know, to age gracefully. Cause she's going to be 60 in May.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my only parent. So I got to keep her around, you know?
No, of course. I don't blame you. She, you know, I remember her being on the live streams before. She's a hoot. She's a hoot.
She's great. She's great.
So, yeah, no, that's about all I had was just, you know, the whole sleep thing. Cause like I even had my sound bar going with deep brown music and it's just like, I just been struggling. Like I wake up and I'm just like, why can I not feel like I've been rested?
It's the caffeine,
like,
bro.
All right. I got to cut the caffeine. Cut the caffeine.
It is the caffeine, my dude. It is the caffeine. You really want to be like really, really, really careful about the caffeine because that'll just burn you out and just ruin you, man. It'll make you feel bad, you know? So don't take the caffeine at such extreme dosages, you know? And I feel like the reason you need these 800 milligrams right now is because, you know, you've been kind of like, you know, abusing it for quite some time. So you just like need more, like, you know, like first, like start drinking a beer, you get hammered off one beer. Now you need 2 beers. Now you need 3 beers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're doing like 10 shots and whatever. So yeah.
You're on heroin.
Yeah. Right. So, all right. So yeah, just cut back on that and yeah, we'll see. I'll test it out next week or starting tonight, to tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'll let you know in the Telegram how that's going and everything. So
yeah, that's exactly what I was going to tell you. Ping me in the Telegram chat. Let me know what the result is tomorrow morning. And then moving from there, we can go ahead and, you know, really dial in the sleep because I've got really good at dialing the sleep these days because it's so important for me.
Right. Yeah, I know you've been really good with it, and you and like it's like you get a score of 90 plus all the time. I'm like, no. I'm so jealous. Like I don't even remember the last time I got a score of 90.
So my 8 sleep bed is very generous with my sleep score, but the Oura Ring, like actually yesterday, so I'll tell you. Yesterday my sleep score was 63 on my Oura Ring. I got last night, I don't know. You know what it was? My mom wanted to watch some like YouTube videos before we went to bed and I have a big like 100-inch TV. So it's like my mom can sleep no problem, but like this blue light was like blasting in my face. And then I fucking just couldn't sleep. So last night, 5 hour, 20 minutes. The night before, 6:15. The night before that, 5:20. I've been having some bad sleep lately these last 3 days. But the day before that, I had a huge day. I had like a 13-hour day of sleeping. Even on my 13-hour day of sleeping, I only got 84 on my thing. But the 8 sleep loves to gratuitously give me large numbers. But 90 is very rare. Yeah, I think it posted this 94 in the chat is what you saw.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, last night was at 89, but still, it's like
good.
Like I said, like 9.5. But it's like 58. I'm just like, come on. Like, there's been times like I crashed. I went to bed at like 5 o'clock because I was so tired from the day before. Because I was so tired. Because I had to drive to Detroit and back, and I was just exhausted the whole time. It was a bad day.
Yeah.
I just crashed.
One
and
thing,
I'm just like,
one thing I could tell you. So they did a study, right? And don't fucking abuse it. But they did a study where they found out if you take 25 grams of creatine, right, on the morning of a night of bad sleep, it'll pretty much cancel all of the negative effects of being underslept. 25 grams of creatine is a lot. You're going to have to like slug it back. Yeah.
Well, I do 10 daily.
Yeah, 25.
25 seems a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, what's a lot? 10?
No. 10 daily is a lot, but 25 is the clinical dose to help you with bad sleep effects.
All right. Well, I don't want to overdo it, but I guess the next time if I'm desperate, I could just do that then.
You're not going to overdo creatine, bro. You're overdoing caffeine. You're overdoing monsters. Creatine is not going to cause you critical health issues. Continuously eating frozen pizzas, continuously taking a lot of this fucking caffeine, drinking these monsters, that will fuck you up. That is dangerous, bro. And you want to be there for your son. So, you got to lock that shit in, bro.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Yeah, I'm here for you, man. I'm on your team.
And I'll keep you.
I'm here for you. I'm on your team, bro. I'm on your team,
Mm-hmm. I know you are. You've been good and everything. And I really appreciate you. I really do.
Good. Cool. So, all right, bro. Well, I'm going to let you go.
Thank you so much.
We'll talk later.
All right. I'll talk to you.
Peace. All right. That's Rick. Phone line is open. Call right now. 254-454-4447. No disrespect. Did you say you sleep with your mom? Yeah, me and my mom sleep in the bed sometimes because I have like I have what's called an 8 sleep bed. So the bed is like really crazy. It's like water cooled. It has AI in it. It was like, it's pretty expensive. It was like $6,000. And my mom was having some trouble with the quality of her sleep. And, the bed is fucking huge. And I was just like, oh, Mom, just fucking sleep next to me. And yeah, when she was in the bed and when she sleeps, because I bought her an Oura Ring too, because I bought her an Oura Ring to track everything. And we're tracking sleep. We're tracking calories. We're tracking steps. We're tracking sauna usage and gym, doing all those things. It's really, really intensive. And so her sleep, sometimes when you exercise a lot, your cortisol levels go up. And it got to the point where she was just like, not sleeping well. I was like, Mom, just fucking sleep in the bed. I don't care. I don't care. My mom, I love my mom. My mom, I want her to be healthy and happy and fucking as good of shape as possible. Like, do you want your fucking mom to die at home? No, right? So if it's her sleeping next to me and my dog in the bed, I don't give a fuck. It's like a huge bed. And yeah, she snores too. She was snoring fucking the other day. It was funny. But yeah, man, the 8 sleep is really good. And if you're not really focusing on the quality of your sleep, guys, I'm just telling you, as you get older, you're just making some, payments to, death, quite frankly. We got 817 on the line. Let's bring him on. 817, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, John? It's Anthony.
Which one?
The short little Mexican.
Short Mexican? Are you in New York, Anthony?
No, Texas.
Okay. Have we worked together before?
We have.
Anthony from Texas?
I'm the Mexican Muslim.
Oh, I thought it was You always told me your name was Luis.
That's my first name.
You never
Luis
referred
Anthony.
yourself as Anthony. Yeah, you're the truck driver.
Ask Ruben. Ruben called me Anthony.
No, aren't you like Chief Rocca? Isn't that your thing? Your username?
Yeah, yep.
Is your name Luis?
Yep.
I've been knowing you as Luis this whole time.
Yeah, that's my first name, but I saved that for the motherland. You know, here in Texas, you know, I'm Anthony.
Oh boy. Well, no, I never knew you as Anthony. But what's up, buddy? How are you doing? It's good to hear from you. It's been a while.
Hey, it has been, Coach, and man, I've been going through it. I remember last time we talked to you about my dad. He has cancer.
Yeah.
Well, he's in hospice now. He's practically on his deathbed, and my lease ended at my apartment. I remember last time I talked to you, I was at my apartment, and my lease ended, and my parents asked if I could move back in to help them out because my dad's just not working no more. So I'm back living with my folks again, and I'm just kind of going through it just because my old man just he can't do anything, and I'm just trying to do my best to be a good son, help support them, give them money for rent, but also I'm staying above water. The last week, the week that my dad went to hospice was the week that my last trucking job let me go. So I barely just got another trucking job 2 weeks ago. So I accumulated 3 months of debt, and now I'm just stressing out bad.
Why were you jobless for 3 months?
Because some bullshit with my last trucking job. They let me go. And I was trying to find another trucking job locally because my dad is on hospice, so we don't know how much time he has left. So my friends were like, you don't want to be out on the road and your dad, gets leaves Earth and you can't come back home right away.
Yeah.
So for 3 months, I just wasn't able to find a local trucking job. Until now, I found over a regional job. So I'm going to Texas to the Midwest. I'm coming back from Missouri right now as we speak. So I'm at right now. So I'm barely now trying to put dents in my debt.
How are you doing?
And well, it is not a lot of debt. It's about under 6,000.
No. I mean, you. How are you doing emotionally? How are you doing with all this?
Oh man, I'm completely fucking lost. Just physically, mentally. I gained 30 pounds since we last talked too, just from the stress and not getting proper sleep myself. I was listening into the last caller, and being on the road and not getting the proper amount of sleep myself. And yeah, man, I was doing pretty good last year when I finally moved out, got my own apartment, and was starting to tackle things down, but staying with my father and not to blame my dad on it, and just losing my job in last December, the last week of December, and just didn't help. And I guess I'm barely starting to plant my feet again.
So I understand what you're going through, and I understand how, you are dealing with a lot right now. My only thing is I just want to tell you, dude, it's always in your best interest to try to stay as locked in as possible. Especially now because your whole family is going to be basically more or less you're going to become the man of the family now. And I just really want you to understand that as you get older, you can't just there's less room for error. You have to stay locked in, bro. I know it sounds I'm not trying to be heartless or whatever too, but just
no, I understand.
It sucks, dude. That fucking sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Is your son okay?
I just feel he's good. Yeah, he's good. Me and his mom are keeping cordial. So me and his mom are getting along, being co-parenting. But
yeah,
I try to stay away from her as well because she still likes to throw me little breadcrumbs to see if she'll still guide me like that. And I'm just I'm in no position to try to work that out or rekindle that shit because I'm just like I'm not even in my right headspace to even deal with that, you know. And she doesn't understand. She tells me that she does, and I'm here for you and all this, but does she bother calling me every day or every week to check up on her to see how I'm doing? No.
Yeah.
Does that matter? It doesn't, because I got to just do what I got to do for me and my son, you know.
Right. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, dude.
You know, and it's very annoying because my two closest friends are like calling me every day, like, hey man, like we need to get you back in the game. You need to go out and talk to chicks and meet people. And I'm like, that's cool and all, you know, like, but I'm in no position to have a girlfriend. Well, and then they'd be like, well, we're not trying to get you a girlfriend. We're just trying to get you laid, you know?
Yeah. Who are these guys?
Two of my closest friends.
Are they winners?
One of them is, yeah, for sure. The other one's like, I don't know exactly what he's doing, but one of them is, you know, he works for himself, and he has a good girl that he met in Morocco, some French Moroccan chick, and he has a good. She's pretty good. She takes care of him, always like making dinner for him every day and shit.
And the other one,
good girl. I mean, he's like a womanizer. He was in a relationship for the last year, but then they broke up, and now he's just straight like having, you know, one night stands with a bunch of chicks left and right.
is he making money? So what I'm trying to say.
Oh, no, I don't think he is. I mean, he's a salesman. He sells mattresses, and he tells me he makes about $2,000 every 2 weeks by selling mattresses, which I don't know if that's good. For like $1,000 a week, I guess.
I see. Wow. Well, dude, I mean, I would just say, you know, yeah, you got to just be strong for your family right now, dude. And this is why I was telling you earlier, like, remember we were talking about a year ago, and I was like telling you, like, you know, you're kind of slacking off, like you had this success, you were positive, you were driven. When we first started working together, you got all this money, you blew up, you moved out, you had all this money, you're doing great. But then, you know, kind of.
Let me ask you something, Coach.
Yeah.
I've been thinking lately if I should give full custody to the mother of my child so I can just be on the road. I even consider like maybe just move out of my parents' house and just be on the road. I mean, still help them when I can for sure, because we're still putting money towards my dad's like funeral arrangements. We got like half the money already down because I made a GoFundMe and a lot of people had helped out, you know, and I'm trying to help him pay rent, but also like put money towards his funeral and stuff like that. And just, you know, dealing with getting myself out of my debt myself. I'm just like, should I just give the mother of my child full custody and just be on the road and just hustle until I get where I need to be?
But will you, like, all of this is contingent on, are you willing and ready to stay locked in? Because none of this matters if you're inconsistent, my bro. And, you know, we've been working together for years now, and I've been consistently telling you, dog, you need to be more consistent. You need to be more consistent. You need to be more consistent, right?
Right.
Harping on about that?
Say again?
I said, haven't I been harping on that for a while time? You know what I mean? Telling you like, hey, you know.
Yeah, no, you have. I mean, the only reason why I'm staying in my folks is because obviously to help them out, you know, and they help me a lot with my son when it comes to my week. It's just like, if I were to give her custody, I wouldn't have to worry about them, you know, like depending on them, I can just do what I got to do and just be grinding every week versus kind of have to like semi half-ass 1 week when I do have my son, because I got to come back from a certain time, because I can't just like be out all week when I don't have my son. I mean, I could, you know what I mean? But it's just like.
Would she get more child support?
She would. I remember last time we talked, I told you that we were, she was only getting like less than $200 from me, but every five years they do like a review to see if like we're making more money, and we recently had one back in last October. And now she's getting 420 for me a month.
And what,
so if I were to
before, what was it?
October. Yeah, so since October now she's getting 420 from me versus previously before October she was getting only like $200. So it's gone up $200 since then. And if I give her full custody, it might go up to like 800 or 1,000.
Oh, can you afford that?
Well, I was doing the math. If she's getting she's getting like 420 from me right now, well, I'm giving my folks at least 650 because I got other brothers too that are working to pitch in. I mean, that will accumulate about the same thing. The only difference is she would just have full custody of my son, and I wouldn't be depending on my folks because my stepmom's already doing as much as she can as it is, with having to go to work and then come back home to be by my dad's side to assist him because my dad can't really be mobilized because he's just in bed all day,
Yeah, it's brutal.
So I'm definitely between a rock and a hard place right now.
Well, brother, like I said, you have to really, like, to get to the next level, you have to stay locked in, dog. That's my biggest thing that jumps out at me. And I'm just because I don't know if we recently lost one of our members of the monthly coaching recently died from cancer too.
I heard. I was tuned into that show. Yeah. It made me think about my dad.
Yeah. What kind of cancer?
Made me think about myself.
What kind of cancer did he get?
Colon cancer.
Also colon cancer?
Yep. You know what's crazy? He won't admit to this, or my stepmom won't admit this, but he got diagnosed with cancer like shortly after he got the jab, man. And I tried to tell him, like, I think that was the cause, and he's like, no, I was already having problems before I got the jab, and I was like, okay.
That's the same thing. Our guy came to conclusion, and I didn't even say that. He was like, I was just trying to be very gracious with him, obviously, because he is dying. But yeah, he came to the same conclusion.
Yeah. And it just sucks because, like, my dad has no papers. He's depending on the family to get by, and more than ever, he's depending on me to be the man of the house once after he passes. Like, he's stressed out because he can't do anything about it, and he wants to be able to, like, pass knowing that I'm gonna take care of everybody. That's something we talked about a lot. He's like, I want to be comfortable knowing that I can just pass and you're gonna take care of everything. You're gonna take care of everybody. And I was like, I really want to. I don't mind doing it. But it's like, damn, man, I got so much on myself too. It's just like, how can I take care of everyone else if I'm not making sure if I'm good,
Well, yeah, like I said, bro, you gotta, like, I'm telling you, man, I'm not saying it to, like, to be a meme, but you really gotta lock in, dude.
Yeah. I don't know, now that I got this job, like, what's obviously one of my main focuses is make sure I'm continually putting dents into my debt with every paycheck. But obviously the next thing is making sure I'm taking care of my health since I'm on the road now. Not eating out, pigging out, and I cut back on the drinking a lot too. Just because now that I'm just driving trucks during the week, I just don't have time.
Dude, you don't have time to drink now. You don't have time to engage in any kind of activity that is going to be detrimental to you, bro. Like, you have to stop acting like a kid. Aren't you 32 now?
I just turned 30 in February.
Okay. Well, you're 30. All right. And so that's good because you have more time than expected. But dude, like, they say man up for a reason. You know, there's no more there's no more luxury for you to fuck around and dilly dally and I gained 30 pounds and I've been drinking and I've been unemployed for 3 months. Like, dude, you gotta just gotta get it together, dog. Like, I understand what you're going through, and I truly understand. It sucks. But your father wouldn't want you boozing and getting fat. He would want you to lock in, man.
Yeah. Now that I got a job, I'm definitely gonna come back into to the Telegram group because I need you, coach. I'm definitely now that I got a job, I feel well blessed because like for 3 months, I mean, those 3 months felt like they're like a whole entire year of hell. But I finally, got grace of God and finally able to land this decent trucking job. And I just, now that I got a job now where I can make some decent money, I just need to fully lock back in, get back to where I was,
Yeah.
Because now that I know that I was able to move out and be by myself and do things by myself, I know I can do that again.
Yes, exactly. If you've done it once, you could do it again. When I lost my first million, I was like extremely, extremely deeply depressed. I was in 2022 and I'd lost it. And I was depressed for like 4 months. I got fat, it kind of checked out for a bit. But then, I'll tell you the ending of the story when we're offline on monthly coaching, because I can't tell everybody my secrets.
I got you, coach. I appreciate you just able to hear me.
Of course.
It's always good talking to you, man.
Of course.
I have a lot of respect for you and I care what you say, so I don't ever take anything personal what you have to say because I know you mean well by it.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Well, I've just, I'm here to help. That's all I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna take another caller. You know how to join back into the monthly coaching. Join back in, and dude, just stay all 2026. Just lock in no matter what.
Yeah, I will, coach. I will commit. By this month, I'll come back in.
All right. We'll talk to you soon, bro. God bless you and take care of yourself. All right.
Yes, sir. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Whew. Yeah, that's never fun. I hate death. It sucks. I lie to myself that I'm never going to die and I'm going to live forever. I'm very, very anti-death. That's just no bueno, man. Phone lines are open. Call in 254-454-4447. I am a little bit tired and we've been going for 52 minutes. If we don't get another caller soon, looks like somebody called and they got it busy. You can call back. But I want you to call now. 254-454-4447. I don't know if I like this font. Let's change this font while we're here, chat. Let's do a little redecorating, shall we? What are we going to change? That's Mongolian Balti regular. I don't like that Mongolian. How's this? That's P Gothic regular. I don't like that. That looks like Resident Evil old school font. Oh, we got a caller. There we go. 832. 832, you're on the air. What is up?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
The man, the myth, the legend, MLD.
Who's this?
This is Waleed.
Waleed?
For everyone on YouTube.
What's up?
Yes, sir, Waleed.
How are you, bro?
What's going on, my man?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, brother. I'm out here trying to fling this money dick.
Oh boy. How can I help you today?
Just trying to get a little bit lighter, man. It's amazing, brother. I've been listening to you for probably a couple years now.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? I started listening to Fresh and Fit initially, and then I found you, man. I was like, who is this dude? Who is this mixed Indian something dude, man? He kind of sounds like me.
Yep.
Yeah, brother. But nah, man, I'm just calling in and just saying what's up, man, pretty much, brother. I don't even know where to start. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially that last caller. Like when I listen into your show, man, I can relate so heavy with so much going on because you get right to the point, man.
Yeah.
You're like, you're wholesome to me. I'm like, wow, this dude's hitting every single fucking edge, bro.
Yeah.
So much value.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
So how can I help you?
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Well, shit. I mean, I'm just really calling in to glaze a little bit, brother. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm working on myself. I can tell you that. You definitely inspired me, especially this whole thing with your surgery.
Oh.
And I just wanted to say, man, you're super inspirational. And I'm working on myself. I'm doubling up my money this year.
Good.
I'm fucking working 14-hour days. Fucking working every Sunday. I don't give a fuck.
Good, man.
I'm just going hard in the paint this year, man.
How old are you, bro?
I just turned 35, brother.
Oh, nice.
In October.
Very nice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm kind of lagging behind. I know for a fact. You know what I mean? I have a good idea where I'm at and where I want to be basically from here on out.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty much thanks to you and just the free shit you provide, man. I'm just really, I feel like I found a glitch in the matrix, man. I'm like, this is it, brother. I need to get my money up, man. I'm way behind.
You got it, bro. You got it. I mean, I didn't hit it off until I was 33. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got you. No, 100%, man. I just feel like a fucking uncle. You know what I mean? I'm like, God damn. But you know what I mean? You keep me young, man.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. Well, look, dude, if you don't have any, if you don't have any questions, I'm just going to go to the next guy, but I really appreciate hearing from you, Waleed.
Nah, 100%, man. I was so nervous trying to make this call, but I understand, man. 100%.
You're good, bro. You're good. All right. We'll talk soon, dog.
Yes, sir. Take care.
You too. Take care. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it, man.
All right, brother.
Okay. Bye-bye. What a nice guy. I love you guys. Seriously. You guys are all so great. Can you teach us how to make money? Oh, it depends. You got to like, that's a pretty big question there. You know what? Today I'm going to call in. Can't feel awkward. It says Brian N7 Jav, J-A-V. Well, call in now because I'm going to end the call. I'm going to end the show soon. I'm feeling a little tired today, guys, and I've got to get right back to work. So if you're not going to make a call, I understand, but if you want to call in, the phone lines are open right now, and I will be signing off. So 254-454-4447. I will be doing a midnight MLD this weekend, if not tonight. I have a extremely long video that I'm going to react to. And you're going to want to watch this. Because our favorite Canadian, old Richard Cooper, just got in a debate with Andrew Wilson a couple weeks ago and got completely decimated. And I am going to laugh and make commentary and tell you all the truth about Richard Cooper and his dating advice that he actually steals from everybody around him. But let's go to the last caller of the show, 801.
Hey, MLD, how's it going?
Hey. Oh, is this my good friend from Utah?
Yeah, this is him.
What's up, my man? How are you? What girl are we dating this week?
What skink of the week? I actually was like thinking about that. I was like, I'd rather. I don't know. I've been lately feeling like I should stop fucking around with these hoes, and I don't know if I've had a come to Jesus moment, but like I've heard you knock on this several times where you've talked about you growing up in religion and sharing about your religion trauma, and I myself too kind of had to go through that, and I haven't really admitted it, but I have a big time identifying what to do with that religion trauma. I wanted to talk to you about it, and somehow I do feel like it's connected to another issue that I don't want to admit, but
Okay.
I've been told by other people too.
Okay.
Even more so too, like girls that I've fucked with or dated with, like they'll point it out, but I try to brush it under the rug as if like it's not real. But I do think it has to do with like mommy issues, but I thought I've done my homework. You know, I've talked with Ryan Fowler. I've done a session with him, and I know that had helped a lot with resentment towards her. But then now I'm kind of thinking like if I need to evolve into the next step in like relationships, I don't know if that's still lingering or hindering me. And maybe I just wanted your point of view and see if it is a big deal or if it's just in my head.
I think all issues that you believe you need to address, you should address.
Okay.
You know, so if you feel like you have some unresolved stuff with your mom that you need to go talk to her and deal with, go deal with it. Because the mental weight that is lifted off of you is nothing compared to how long that stuff stresses you out and just holds you hostage from life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think I've done some conversations with her, kind of giving her insight of even me as I've gotten older. I've reflected like when I was a teenager of a lot of the resentment I had was she had me participate a lot with leadership and leading out groups for church and stuff. And I was remembering listening to you about how you didn't have troubles with cold approach because it was in your nature and your habit to do that within whatever you did at church. And I find that too as well, that like I don't find it a big deal if I can talk to a girl or not. So there are skills that I did acquire that was for the benefit of me, but I think what I've told her, it's like there was a time where I was very despondent towards her, very like detached. And I explained to her that the reason I did it was because the group of kids that I was at church, they would make fun of me, saying like I was a goody two-shoe, mommy's boy, just like doing whatever she said. And so I never really belonged. I never felt within even my church group I belonged.
Right.
And growing up in Utah, like, especially when I was younger, like 95% of everybody was Mormon. And so like the moment that you disclose that you're not Mormon, either like they just don't include you, they don't treat you well, whatever. So like there's a lot of my issues was like, I never felt like I belonged. And it basically forced me to like create a shell of like, I don't give a fuck. I'd have like my ears closed, like not pay attention to people around me. But when I graduated high school, I took it upon myself to like, I didn't want to stay in state. I went to school at Washington, and that's where I wanted to test for myself and say, all right, if these people are right about me, then I'll find out for myself. I have a blank slate when I'm in Washington, and if I am crucified with the same criticism, then I know it's me. But then when I went to Washington, I kind of created my own friend group, and even to this day, I'm still in touch with them. And it kind of was a breath of fresh air to know, like, I found my people. I found people who fucked with me, that actually supported me, like, in all my highs and lows in life. They were always there for me. And when I come back, to the church that every once in a while I'll go, like, I more so go for my daughter, just to instill some morals and values. Like, even though I know internally I'm not 100%, I'm not through and through with the Bible. Like, I'm out here smashing hoes too. So I'm like, I have a complexity with that of like I know my relationship with God is genuine.
Yeah.
Throughout all the things that I've done, is like, that was what I had a hard time when I was younger. It was that whenever you ask the question why, people don't really help you. When it comes to faith, they just say, basically that's how it is, and you just got to accept it. Yeah. And I really had a hard time with that because
me too.
Hope is the strategy.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Or they were just like, believe the word of God. Believe the word of God. I'm like, who wrote it? Believe the word of God. I'm like, who wrote it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And I think red pill was like that pragmatic solution of like, okay, cool, yes, faith is present, it does help, but what can I do meanwhile? Like, I just don't want to sit on my hands and wait for the clouds to open up and present solutions. And so that's kind of how I've been teaching my daughter is like, yeah, like prayer's here and it can help you. God's real, like he's here. What are you going to do about it? Like, you can't just complain and stay the same.
Right.
If you're going to do something about your situation, like do it scared, do it, like, don't be afraid to fuck up. Like,
Right.
you will trip, get yourself back up.
Right.
And so those are stuff I never was told. I never was told that. Maybe,
Right.
again, their remedy was like, oh, just pray for it or I'll pray for you. And it was very, like, unsatisfactory, very underwhelming.
Yeah.
And
yeah, for sure.
So I don't
These
know.
people, dude, with all due respect, these people in the church, they don't have the answers you're looking for.
They don't. They don't. And I don't know if I'm very, like, if I have misplaced righteousness right now to think like, oh, maybe if I go back, I can share my gold nuggets. I anticipate the moment I do, they'll be like, oh, shut the fuck up, Alex. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Or like, oh, this guy's a misogynist, and just silence me.
Anybody,
and so then I'm
wait,
like, oh.
wait. Who's calling you misogynist?
I've been told that, I think some girls that I've interacted with, but I gladly shut them up. I'm like, if you can define misogyny, like, please tell me, and then I'll tell you how I'm not. And
Don't even deal with
and
that
so
shit.
that-
Don't even deal with that shit.
No,
Don't
okay.
even walk. Just like anybody who wants to be, nasty or like freaking just saying crap to tear you down or be gross to you.
Yeah.
Or, like, you have no time for that, bro. You're doing too much in your life.
Yeah.
You're doing way too much.
Yeah, I agree. That's the time. Those are the times that I do have troubles with. Of like, yeah, haters will always be present. They talk shit and they bring you down. Something inside of me, of my ego, tells me now that I have a voice and that I have a frame and I have strength, I want to shut them up. Like, I choose violence. Like,
Yeah, don't.
But then I know it's not good.
That's low level. That's low level thinking.
That's low level. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to fight, dude. You never argue with an idiot. You know why?
They'll win every time.
They drag you down to their level and they beat you with experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I see.
Because they've been an
Okay.
idiot down at that level for so long.
Okay. Yeah, because in my head, I'm like, well, somebody has to tell them to shut the fuck up because nobody has ever told them. And I just look at it as an opportunity to, like, shut down a bully, or like, I'm not intimidated by you, but maybe it's wasted breath.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, I have been, I guess you're saying, like, if you notice it's a problem, then keep going at it. But I think I've shared insight with my mom, and it's taken years for her to understand, like, where I'm coming from. Because then, I don't know if you felt this with your mom, like, if you do share those things, they feel guilty of them being a bad mom. So now you're having to comfort them to comfort you about what you're trying to remedy between you guys. And it's like, it's almost, I find it annoying because I'm parenting her versus like her parenting me. But that's where I want to make sure with my daughter, she doesn't have to do that job. Like,
right.
I always tell her, I'm like, hey, I'm your coach. Like, you've only been here on this earth for 7 years, so I don't expect you to, like, be emotionally regulated or to know what to do next. Like, I'm going to help you. And again, I'm kind of doing things that I wish that I was told. And so I don't know if that's my medicine too, that the blessing I've been having is now I'm the parent.
Right.
And maybe that's helped me. But
well, the biggest thing with you is, and it's the same thing with the whole, remember the lesbian boss you had that was really annoying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You still, you like to fight, bro.
Right. And
you have to stop it. Fight for your fucking PE, bro. Fight to go make money in the markets. Go fight that way. Don't fight peasant loser class people because you get nothing. Listen, you know how I can tell somebody's a loser is when they're like, oh, we've had some drama today. Oh, or there's some drama around here. Like, these people like always like these drama brokers, they always are like, oh, we had some drama. There's drama. Like, that's a poor people behavior. Fighting with each other, arguing. That's like peasant level shit. Smart, high level people, they get together. Okay. They're cohesive, which means they're not easily broken apart. They stick together, right? They actually did a study and they found out that like they had two companies and they were going to put two companies through extreme amounts of stress. But one company was more corporate and one company was more like a close, cohesive family kind of deal. And the company that was cohesive lasted longer and made more money.
Okay.
So fighting, that's just peasantry, dude. Peasantry, arguing with your girl, arguing with people in the street, arguing with some dickhead. That's like why I stopped going on the podcast with all those chicks and arguing with them. Like, because I was just like, I would leave that and I would feel like energetically gross. And I'd just be like, why am I arguing with some retarded whore quite literally who will never achieve the amount of financial success, personal success, business success, relationship success that I have achieved? Why would that girl should be paying to be in the room with me? And you got to think the same way because you're a high level guy. You're doing high level stuff, but at the same time, you're behaving very low level, dog.
Okay. No, that's good to calling me out on that.
I'm not calling you out. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. It's not calling you out,
Okay. All right. So yeah, okay. I don't know how you dealt with whatever you did with religion. Does now whatever it is, it's just personal relationship you have with God and there's no need to go to church. Or I don't know how do you view things now?
I just try to find peace within myself and to not be a bad habit I have is I'm very mean to myself. I'm really hard on myself. For example, I've just I've casually mentioned it here and there, but I actually re-injured my left knee recently. I don't need surgery or anything, but obviously I'm recovering from the surgery and I was just pushing too hard and going too hard. And then I re-injured my left knee and I lost like 2 weeks of progress, complete regression. Cause you have to like, straighten your legs out and stretch them. And my mom massages them and then walk a little, stretch, exercise, walk, massage. And like, you're just slowly rehabilitating and you have to be slow. And I'm like, this takes up a lot of energy. I'm also tired a lot because I have to heal a lot because I've just undergone 3 intense surgeries. But I'm like, this is bullshit, Jonathan. You need to work harder. You took 4 months off. Your channel's not doing good because you haven't been live streaming consistently. And I have money and everything too, but it's like, I have this nasty habit of being mean to myself, harsh. And that's just because of all the harshness I received as a child. So I am learning to give myself grace and, because if you want to be a high performer, you can't be a high performer if you're constantly treating yourself like crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have that same habit too. And I know every conversation we've had, you've made a note of like, stop talking, like having that inner talk being bad. And this last 2 months, I was more deliberately positive, especially with this PE stuff.
Yeah.
Like the second time not passing it, I was just like depressed as fuck because like I was really banking on that I could have passed this second time, and then I was like, okay, well, I just get back on it and I try again, and then every time I did a problem, like, all right, like I'm successful at solving problems. I can do hard problems. I can do this, and every interaction of like studying has been that much more better. But again, I'm my hardest critic to the point where it's like everything I've done in my life, I'm like, it's not good enough. Like people can be like, "Oh, Alex, he's a engineer," and I'm like, "Yeah, so what?" Like, it's not enough for me. Like, they'll give me praise about like me being a single parent dad. I always downplay it. Anything that people give me praise, I'm like, oh well. In my head, I'm like, if things were actually like 100%, then I would have had no L's. But it's like that's unrealistic either. So almost sometimes I feel kind of dumb to talk to myself positively, even though I know that's
a red
antidote.
flag. That's a gigantic red flag. That is something. I will call you out on this. That is a bad habit. That is something you have to kick. That is holding you back. You should not feel corny or weird for being nice to yourself. That's stupid. For anybody watching too, that's stupid. Don't fucking do it. Be nice to yourself. Straight up.
Okay.
Because it's so damaging. People don't realize it's so damaging when you're nasty and mean to yourself. And like, how can you win a battle against the world when you're at war with yourself mentally every day?
Yeah.
Like if you had a team of soldiers that had to go out and fight the world every day, and you're like, yeah, but you guys suck. You know, your shooting sucks. You guys are faggots. You know, like
shut up and take my money.
This guy's like, man, fuck this guy. We're out of here. You know.
Yeah. I think somehow I interpret, like, this is probably my filter that's completely wrong, but in the engineering world, it's like I've interpreted criticisms or like, I don't know, maybe a manager's motivating me to do better, and I'm like, I interpret it as if like, oh, you fucking suck, you're not there yet. But maybe their intent is like, yo, like, you're almost there, I see potential in you, like, keep going at it. And so that's where I'm like, fuck, you're right. Like, I need to change the fucking voice in my head, and it's so hard. Like, it's almost like a daily choice, and I try my best in my journaling to be like counting out the positives, counting out like, keep going, you got this. Like even this last year around this time, I was so depressed because of all the medical bills I had told you about with Crohn's.
Yeah.
And like now I'm like on the last stretch of the bills that I need to owe.
Good.
And I was remembering like that was fucking kicking my ass.
How much was it, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, each infusion costs $12,000, and the insurance was wanting me to pay it full price. And I had already gotten like 3 infusions because it's every 2 months. And that required me to be like on the fucking phone daily with the insurance. And I was able to get compensation and coverage, but at the end, I'm pretty sure I paid about like, I don't know, $18,000 of remaining bills. But then that had me so fucking pissed because I'm like, I'm working as an engineer, and this pissed me off because it's like, if I had a health issue and it was like a one-off thing, I'd be like, all right, I can take that hit. But to know it's like, this is a uncurable disease, it's for life. And that was very depressing because I was like living as a luxury. Like I'd had to find a way to get $12,000 every 2 months. And thankfully, like,
you did it though. You did it.
As dark as that road was, like, we were able to get an alternative treatment that now my insurance covers it. Like that I'm $0 out of my pocket I had to pay.
There you go, bro. There you go. So you did it.
Yeah.
So have you been giving yourself credit, or you're like, no, I'm a fag?
No. Yeah. Yeah, and that one has been the biggest W that I've been boasting about. Is like, dude, like whenever anybody tells me like, oh, like shitty things going on in their life, it's like, dude, like when you have health problems, like that's the one and only problem you have in life.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else that you can take care of. And yeah, like when I figured that out, like I feel relieved there with everything else, like almost as if everything else is just a lesser stressor. And so, yeah, and that, to answer your question, yeah, like I've been very victorious on that, like very happy.
That's great. That's really great.
So yeah, like I think like that when that second exam I took was really among the midst of that storm, and I know that really influenced on my performance. So I'm like, well, now that everything's kind of quiet down, well, why not get back on the horse and everything's gonna be better? And so
exactly. So let's talk about this for a second, okay?
Right.
I know it's not the same level of intellect, okay, regarding what I'm going to use an example.
Okay.
But as you know, I'm like a really, really, really smart guy. So I had to take a really hard test myself 6 times. I failed it. That was the Hawaii State Taxi exam. I failed that taxi exam 6 times in a row. And I was dating a Japanese girl at the time. And like after I failed like time 4 or 5, like time 4, she gave me this look that was like, "Oh, you're a loser." Like she gave me, but I was happy that she gave me that look, because in that moment I was like, you just got cut. In my head, I silently broke up with her.
Yeah.
And then the 6th day, or the 6th time I took the taxi, I fucking made it and I passed. And then the first day I made, this was in 2014, so it was a lot like 2014 dollars. But my first day of taxi, I got paid $800 cash. And I remember I came home and I made her count all the money. I was like, you got to learn the American bills and you got to organize this and like, you got to do it like this. I was like, how much is that? She's like, oh, this is 800. I was like, how much do you make every 2 weeks? She's like, I make, 1,500 every 2 weeks. I was like, what are we going to eat for dinner? I'm hungry.
Okay. Yeah, that would definitely motivate me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the thing is, 99% of life's problems, I truly believe, can be handled by just not giving up.
Okay.
Seriously. Right? Let's apply that right now. Let's say you want to have sex with a girl and you go outside and you just start talking to girls, 10 girls a day, whatever, right?
Shut up and take my money.
Whatever the case may be. But eventually, especially if you have a feedback loop in position, which is you take the data, hey, this girl approached me, this girl slapped me, this girl told me to go to hell, this girl said I had nice eyes, you could kind of collect all the data, bring it to the person teaching you, like, hey, this is where we're at. What do I do? They're going to teach you to optimize, and you keep doing that the whole life, you're going to become a master at anything.
Right.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah. Mr. T Wolf 20, he wrote his $20 super chat. Thank you so much, big guy. And he said to you, it's the dual edge of being a high achieving person, a type A. You are highly motivated compared to the average person getting things done. The other side is that you are your harshest critic that can hinder those achievements. That is extremely, extremely true. And what wisdom also. Yeah,
that I had come across that not too long ago. And that's where I was wondering, it's like a blessing and a curse that we have to balance with. And like, that means our responsibility is to make sure that we're not drilling ourselves too hard, but yet hard enough to push us forward. So that's where I'm like, fuck, like nobody else can help me doing that except for me. Like I don't know if that makes sense. If I'm thinking a coach or like a mentor, they're not going to have that responsibility if I'm digging myself too deep, or if I'm digging myself enough to get the success I want or to achieve the things that I want. Does that make sense? Like,
not really.
does the coach or mentor dictate how that double-edged sword is working for like a
I would just say like it's okay to be objectively analytical about ourselves, for sure. I would say that, right? But at the same time, you shouldn't be trashing yourself. And because it's good to be a critic of yourself, but maybe like one time, like, okay, you know what? I have been pretty lazy lately. I need to stop being lazy and get back to like, or I've, I've gained some weight recently, or, hey, I've been spending a lot of money lately, or I've been, whatever vice you got, I've been doing that. You kind of like, it's good to analytically analyze and say, okay, maybe I should, do this thing that's going to be better for me. And that's fine. But to sit there and be like, you're a loser because you drink, I'll use alcohol, for example. You're a loser because you drink every Friday night. And you're a loser because of this and that. And you'll never make it. That's when you're, venturing into territory that's just not very good for you at all.
I see. Yeah, because I have this assumption that somehow like people like you or like Myron or like all these people that I look up to, like they don't go through this, like some way, somehow they've already overcome this giant, and that's why you guys are successful, is because you've dominated that. So I guess
I would you say I don't think I'm anywhere near to the final product of where I need to be as a man. I will tell you too, these guys like, like Rich Cooper, who like pretends to be, he's just like the most perfect alpha male guy. These guys are dealing with a lot of shit behind the scenes, and they are dealing with just a lot of, trouble.
Okay. All right.
And nobody has a problem-free life. We are all dealing with our own struggles. Like me personally, like right now, I fucking have both my knees I need to fix. And I, have to, fucking rehab my chest. And now I'm fat. I'm not fat, but like I'm like a little chubby. You know what I mean? I'm over 200 pounds and I'm 5'10". That's not okay for how I am right now. So, but am I gonna be like, oh, you are a fat beta male because you hurt your knees? Like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Sometimes I sound that ridiculous where I catch myself talking to myself like that, and honestly, it is retarded. But then I'm like, all right, like that's enough. I gotta like just keep going. I don't know if it's just exhausting because I get disappointed of like how easy my brain can go to those habits, or is it just like consistency and eventually it's just
dude, you see, dude, you're so smart. Like, yes, it's the only reason you're doing this is because you've been doing it forever.
Yeah, I see.
Like if I took somebody, just like somebody from the audience, like left field 1999, I was like, hey, sit down in this chair. You're a live streamer now. He would probably do pretty bad because he's never live streamed before. But me, I have literally done live streams like drunk eating pizza on the fucking, on the camera and like going viral, and like not even trying. I've never like set out to go viral. I've just gone viral, And so it's because I have like literally, I mean, what episode are we on today? 920 something. I literally have like more than I'm probably closing in on 10,000 hours of streaming.
Okay.
I am a streaming master. And so that being said, it's because of the repetition. So when we're consistently doing bad things to ourselves, we're also just conditioning ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got it. That makes sense. Because I get it. Because something that happened recently, and it's like off tangent, but it brings me up to light about this repetition stuff, was like, I don't know, I had noticed that I had like this detachment or avoidant attachment issue where, and then I was just like going through Chat GPT and I was like, all right, like, let me analyze this.
Don't ask ChatGPT and any mental health shit, any relationship shit. Help it organize your thoughts and simple things, but talk to a human for deep human issues, you know?
Okay. Yeah, because it was saying about like you feel like this because you've had repeated experiences of this. So in order to recondition, you need more positive experiences to alleviate that.
Why? Like, you have money. Why don't you just join monthly coaching and just be part of that community?
You know, my hesitancy is almost, this is to be honest and frank with you, is like, and I know you're going to call me dumb.
I'm not going to call you dumb.
All right. I have this thing personally that I almost like to have help, but not, my fear is to have it as a crutch where it's like, I don't find myself flying on my own, you know, like it would almost look as if like logically I'm that sick person that's always coming back to the hospital and it's like, oh, I'm sick again. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like
that's not how life works. You're always going to need help and guidance in life.
All right.
Always.
Okay.
New level, new devil, right?
Okay.
You know, like one of my very, very extremely like top level VIP associates. You know, he does like how can I put this calmly? He does multiple 8 figures a year. So 8 figures is 10 million. He does multiple 8 figures. We'll just leave it at that. And you know, when he and I were talking and he's like, you know, he's very financially successful and he'll do like, you know, he'll launch a new product and do this stuff. And like, he'll make like, you know, $6 million in 48 hours sometimes, right? With some of these big product launches, and he has to divvy out, you know, profit shares and stuff like that. But, even he comes to me with problems. He's like, hey, I've got this problem I want to fix. I got this. What do you think? You know? So you're never going to get to this point where you're like, you're just actually whole and trying to do it on. Actually, I'm going to indirectly call you dumb, but hear me out. Okay. It is actually dumber to try to figure it out on your own. Cause you stew and you waste the most important asset, which is time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you have to understand that there are so many more obstacles and plateaus ahead of you that when you stay stuck at one, it's like, you know, it's just a waste of time. It's an inefficient way to live. Like when I worked with Alex Hormozy earlier this last year, right? One day with Alex, when Alex paid attention to me in that room, he gave me about 1.5 hours of attention, and it cost me $100,000.
Yeah.
But because I dropped that $100,000, anywhere I go and I see Alex Hormozy, he's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Jonathan? How are you?" Huge marketing networking thing right there. Number 2, and being in that room, because I was in a room with other people that paid 100,000. There was like 7 of us, right? 7 or 8 of us. And just being in that room and being around these like millionaires and multi-millionaires and centimillionaires, you know, and just feeling the energy and soaking it up. And I was just kind of like, wow, like this is amazing. You know, this is a whole other level compared to if I would have stayed at home, like, I'm just going to figure this out on my own and blah, 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 blah. God, who knows where I'd be?
Okay.
I haven't even implemented his strategies yet too. That's the crazy part. But you got to think about, you have to focus on this part, and this part is the most important. Okay. You need to focus on being around the people that you want to be like. You're always fighting with people because you're going and hanging around a bunch of fucking losers.
That's so true. Yeah.
Go listen. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Listen to this, okay? Go where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated. Write that down. Yeah. Tattoo that shit. Okay?
Okay.
Go where you are celebrated, not where you're tolerated. If I love my dog, but if every time I came home and my dog's like, the fuck are you doing here? I'd give that little fucker away. Because I don't want to have some dog or have some wife or some girlfriend and I come home, she's like, oh, you're here? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you better roll out the red carpet. My girl, when she fucking sees me, she runs to the door and kisses me. You know, she's like, I missed you. How are you? How's your day? I'm like, great. And I'm so happy to see you, sweetheart. You know? Because it's so, I did this, I had this exact shit that you're going through, bro. I had this whole, like, was not accepted by a group of people in, at high school at one point, and then within my family, with my cousins and shit, right? And both those groups of people are fucking losers, and I'm crushing it. I'm fucking literally changing the culture. You know, without me, there's no Myron Gaines. Without Myron Gaines, there's, you know, Kamala would be president and all men would be in prison and in jail. It'd be illegal to be a man, you know? So I know my path. And that's why I love this community. This is why I love doing meetups too. And just to get around people who are on the same page as me. You know what I mean? Like for me, like I have a good friend of mine, Scott, and he signed up through the community. And, you know, Scott is an amazing guy. And Scott and I are just very on the same page. Like, we each want to make $10 million pretty fucking quickly. And we are working with some AI agent stuff that we're looking at right now. Between that and some polymarket stuff, I'm not going to go into details. But, you know, when I talk to Scott and Scott talks to me, we both know, okay, neither of us are a simp. Neither of us are a backstabber. We're both good people. We're both smart. We're both hardworking. We both want to make money. All that's covered. But when you're hanging out with all these losers, you got to fight. You're like justifying your existence to some shithead.
Yeah, I see.
You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I think this is another bad habit I have is like, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome or again, shortchanging myself, but it's like, oh, I don't deserve to be around these top dogs because they're, I don't know, they're bigger than me, like smarter than me. But then again, it's like, well, I'd rather be the dumbest person in the room than to be the smartest. Like,
yeah, exactly.
But it seems like
no, dude, listen, you should go in the room and be the like least jacked, least rich, least intelligent, least charismatic. So, because you go there, all you can do is learn.
Yeah.
You know, all you can do is learn. Dude, you're very smart and you don't give yourself enough credit. So stop that.
Yeah, I do that because I guess I've been told that my whole life that when it's like, oh, you're so smart, like, and I don't accept it as a praise because I'm like, it's nothing new to me. But again, at the same time, I always say is like, I've learned so much from people that are geniuses, like in the math world and in engineering. And that's what always humbles me of like, I don't count myself as smart compared to these giants, like compared to like Einstein, Tesla. Like that's my metric. If I'm measuring myself to the average Joe, then yes, I'm a god, but like I don't measure myself against them.
Yeah, and you shouldn't. You should only be measuring yourself against you, but don't be comparing yourself to Einstein, bro, because Einstein got no bitches. All right. You're like a fucking genius in getting bitches compared to Einstein. You know what I mean?
I see. Yeah.
So don't be too hard on yourself, bro. Pop into monthly coaching. We can sort you out. I think it'll be good for you. Contact more of a day, because you come to me every week, and then this way you can just come to me every day digitally. And we have a great community of people in there too. We have our monthly coaching community is so active. It is so strong. Fucking amazing group of guys in there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that, because I know when I first had started, I was very observant, just watching. And that was exactly when Crohn's had hit me. And I don't know, I just felt like a bitch crying about like, hey guys, like I'm at the hospital almost dying. And I'm like, I don't know, I just felt awkward in that manner. So I don't know if that's something else I just need to.
Bro, I cried in the fucking hospital. Are you kidding me? Like when I got my surgery on my knee, there was one day I think my body was under so much stress, and I was just under so much stress because like of all the surgeries and shit. There was one day, like I was just talking to like one of my friends, and I was just like, God, this is just so hard. And I just started fucking crying. And I'm like crying, and I'm like in my head, I'm like, you faggot, you pussy.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I'm like, wait, I just drilled into each of my knees and filleted them out and put some Korean fucking dudes tendons in me, and I'm like trying to learn to walk again. My knees are swollen up. I'm trying not to get blood clots, you know, like it's okay if you're gonna cry a little bit, you know. And I cried. I don't care.
Yeah, I see. Okay, all right, I'll start reconsidering and readjusting my perspective about coaching and just like get back to it. And,
oh yeah, because your perspective's wrong. So don't be retarded. You know, pop in there and we'll do a one-on-one, because part of the coaching is you also get a one-on-one with me. So we could really start mapping out what's going on in your game and mapping out like kind of an SOP on what to, you know what an SOP is, right?
No.
A standard operating procedure on like what we could do to start helping you get into this habit of stop fighting with people, being nice to yourself, being around a group of winners, and start allocating your energy towards stuff that's going to help you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cause I know when I had first started, we had talked about that was going to happen. And I don't know if I missed the memo of us having a one-on-one, but I think that's where internally I was checking out. I was just like, fuck, like I wanted a one-on-one just to have a personalized, customized direction of like, what does Alex need to do? What does Alex want? And so that's where, I would definitely love that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So pop in. I'm going to pull up the QR code, everything now. I'm going to take one more call, but it was great talking to you, my man. Keep your head up. I love talking to you every week. I think the people at home like you too.
Thanks. I try to, I don't know. I think a lot of us are just struggling. We just kind of stay quiet because we just don't want to embarrass ourselves, like putting our shit out on the table.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, oh, we just realize like, fuck, everybody else shit stinks too. So,
dude, I shit in a Korean hospital bed, and then I was crying like a couple days earlier. It was humiliating. It fucking sucked, dude. Like, life is hard. Like, it's like, so whatever you're going through, somebody's going through some shit too, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I figure that much. So I'm glad. I've liked talking. I like to talk to people. If I wasn't an engineer, I'm pretty sure I'd be a psychologist, but I don't know what use I can do my talents and skills, but I definitely like talking to people, not like to hear myself, but just to like let everybody know it's like we're all in this together. Like we're all going through it.
Yep. And we will continue until we fucking die. So
exactly.
If you're not dying, you got to get busy living. So get busy living, and get busy dying. And really, ultimately, you need to get your shit together faster because your daughter's watching you, including the bad shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big concern for sure for me. Like that's where I always make sure that I'm doing my damnedest to make sure that I'm exemplifying that for her, because I know I didn't have it. And so
good.
Yeah.
Right, we'll talk soon. All right. Book that.
All right.
We'll get in there and we'll get the one-on-one this weekend, and then we'll start just knocking this stuff out. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you, man.
All right, buddy. Take care. Peace. Awesome call. All right, the phone line is officially open. 254-454-4447. Call. Call now. I turned off the multiple call waitings because it charges you per call waiting, which is just the largest scam I've ever heard in my entire life. But, you know, they got to make money. At least this shit works. Blog Talk Radio sucks. Brian in the chat, you said you're going to call. And Rich in the chat, you said you're going to call. Call now. Call me now for your free read-in. I am male version Miss Cleo. Hey. Rich, what's up, baby?
Yo, yeah, I can hear you. I actually have a question.
My favorite Rich in the world. You're my favorite Rich.
I mean, just that one guy, Alex. Dude,
yes,
you're doing so much. A lot. Oh, man, that guy is a smart dude.
Yeah,
he's got a daughter.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of positive things going. He's just got to look at that, man. I hang out. It's so funny. My positive attitude. I hang out with a lot of people like that, and that's where that dual-edged sword. I've seen people where I'm like, bro, why are you even thinking like this, dude? There's so much positives in your life, and they'll ruminate on like one negative thing, and it's like, bro, you're doing awesome.
Yeah,
and like, he needs to be surrounded by more positive people and not talk to morons.
Yes,
he needs, like, just like you said, everything he said, he needs to hang out with a bunch of guys that are different. I also was wondering, because a friend of mine did this. I wonder if would he be a good candidate to do some like CrossFit or Muay Thai or something that's like physical that he like, it's tough to do, but it's not mental because he's so like gifted, like that, where he would put his energy into something a little different.
Yeah, I think ultimately what he's doing is the most important part, which is like working through that inner world that we all deal with. You know what I mean? And I believe in him. Dude, he used to be way worse. He used to be like kind of argumentative with us in the community, because he joined the Masculine Empowerment Network a couple years ago, and but he made a complete turnaround, you know, and he makes money too. He's an engineer. He's a really smart guy too. He's good looking too. He's young. He's like 32, you know.
Yeah.
So like, he's
I mean, look, look at my standard now. Is if you reproduce, you're doing pretty good because you've already had a kid.
Yeah.
Because I don't have kids, but like it is literally the dual-edged sword. I've seen it so many times, and I'm just like, bro, you're doing awesome, and like you just need those type of people need to be surrounded more so than anyone else with other high-achieving individuals. Not even just in like a comparative sense, just to be like, oh, you went through that too? Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. And or comparatively to look at other people like, oh yeah, I'm in the same boat, not a big deal. And it's kind of like not a big deal. I don't know. But anyway, my question is, I'm starting to get to the point where like I'm smashing so many chicks that like I'm kind of like afterwards I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't even want to talk to them after the fact. And like they're some of them are nice.
Yeah.
But like I'm just like
it's good. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. You got to start dating with intention, bro. Like just
I know.
Hooking up with slags is no longer gonna be satiating. You know, it's like if you're starving, right? If you're starving and I'm like, hey, bro, you're starving. I got this Wendy's, spicy chicken sandwich combo for you. You're gonna inhale it, right? But if you eat that spicy chicken sandwich combo every day, you're gonna get cancer and die.
Yeah. You're gonna end up almost 300 pounds, and then being like, I hate myself.
Yeah, exactly. So, so your sexual diet is the same way. You got to date with intention. You got to like, especially because I think you're 41 now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 42.
Yeah. So now's the time, dude.
Yeah, it's funny. I am going with the intention. Like, I'm not like just like, oh man, she's hot. I'm just, or oh, I'll just bang this one. I am like going into it going, oh, let's see how she is. Let's see what's the deal. And I think more than ever, and it's uncharacteristic of me. I usually give people a lot of rope to hang themselves. Mm-hmm. And now I'm not as much anymore. And I don't know if that's like not allowing me to have an opportunity to see like what a person is. Because when you first meet somebody, people aren't going to know what you're into, what you don't like. You know what I mean? You got to like, you know, obviously teach people, you know what I mean? People got to know right off the bat. And nobody's done anything like really egregious. Obviously, if somebody did something egregious, I'm like, yeah, this is just completely uncalled for. And is this what you do? And then that's your answer. I guess my question is like, I guess some people at this point, I'm not alone with this thought. When did you have like a point where you're like, oh man, like it's not the and it sounds really like what would I say, like, oh, my steak is too juicy and my lobster is too buttery, like to guys that are like really starving out there. It's more like when does it like, okay, I don't that's all right, I'm having sex, that's great, but like where's a good relationship or a good person to meet up with? You know, when did you cross that precipice?
I've always,
to a certain degree.
I've always been a guy that's had, you know, some amazing woman in my corner supporting me, you know?
Yeah.
I always knew the importance of leading and guiding women in relationships because that's the man's goal and that's the man's role, excuse me. Right. And so that being said, I would just internally look at your circumstances right now and listen to the voice that's telling you, hey, come on, this is bullshit. We got to find somebody good and, you know, look for something decent.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because like really, I think what I'm really struggling with, if I'm going to really like get to the crux of it, is actually the one woman I've been really dealing with pretty consistently for about a year now is this single mom who's actually really fantastic. To be honest, I never, she is the first single mom I've ever dealt with, ever. I never dealt with them. And I just said, nope, I don't want any of that. No, thanks. Don't want to deal with that kid. It's too much. I have never met the kid. When I talked to her quite a bit. I think I had, you know, when she comes by, she always brings something. We do some stuff. And then we bang. She's always willing to give me a massage. She's in a career field that's very similar to mine as far as she understands working wacky hours and having to like, hey, because she does a very similar career. I think this is like bringing up a point because now I just found out that her father has pancreatic cancer, like the really bad kind. Like he is not eating right now.
No, there is no
all of a sudden.
There is no good pancreatic cancer. It's a death sentence.
It's the whatever she said. It's the one where it's already spread. Like it happened so fast, and it's just like, and I feel horrible for her. And at this point, I'm a really caring individual, and she really likes my insights and stuff like that. And I just feel really conflicted with hooking my the caboose to somebody that has a kid. I don't have a problem with kids. It's just like, it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's, I don't know if it's a fear. It's not it wouldn't be a fear. I'm not like, oh God, geez. It's like, it's something uncharacteristic. And I'm not saying that I want to take it a serious level, but if I was going to, she is somebody that I could see. I could see that actually, surprisingly enough. And I don't know if that's just me blinded by all these other dates I'm having that just aren't, they're okay, but they're not like on a good level. And that she's the only option out of like the so many that I'm trying to go through. And it's just that she looks the best out of it. But in all honesty, I don't think so. Cause it's funny. Some guys at work have known that I've been with her for a while, and they're like, yeah, she's still in the running. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. And, you know, and it's funny when you said, before you even got your surgery and stuff, that, you know, and I said this the last time I called in, that like, you know, you don't want to throw out the single mom type thing. Cause you know what? Is the woman being good to you?
Yes.
Is she being good to you? That's like the first thing, you know, if she's being respectful, she and all these other things, like other stuff, yes, you could take that to account, but like it's kind of funny, when I first met her, she was like, kind of like, yeah, well, who's going to want to date me? I'm a single mom. I kind of know the realization. She said that without me even saying anything. You know what I mean? And
well, I mean, that she's kind of like, look, when a woman has a baby, especially in America, it is the fastest way to ground them in reality outside of the delusional existence that they live in. You know?
Yes, that is definitely what I've noticed.
I'm not trashing single moms, but what I am saying is that like the reality of their circumstances and like, you know, the whole fucking the whole kid to bring to dating is like, that's that's like, to like, you know, lack of a better word, that is some baggage they bring to the relationship, you know?
Yes. And she knows that. And what's funny is because what's really hilarious is that the guy that she had sex with, that she had a relationship with, she had just gotten with right around when her brother died. So she wasn't like in the right state of mind. She even says like, I should have seen the signs, because the guy wanted a vasectomy. He actually got a vasectomy, and they had gotten pregnant a couple of weeks beforehand. She's like, it's a whole thing, but he is the classic case, because I've seen some of the texts from him, because he's kind of an absentee father to a certain degree, because he was abandoned by his father and stuff like that. I'm just seeing like the things about him, that he is the classic, how he acts towards his family, the daughter and her.
Yeah.
Like the woman that goes at 40 goes, I'm going to go live my life. And it's like, bro, you're 43. Okay. You make good money as a government job. You're a nuclear engineer. Bro, maybe you don't need to go to school all the time. And that's what he likes doing. He likes being in school all the time, not making any money. You know what I mean?
This infinite
you know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah, those guys are losers, man. These guys that like can't get out of school.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. But then like, right. And I'm seeing some things right now, like where she's like, hey, look, you need to take my daughter. I'm going to the this literally all just happened this week. My dad's like puking up blood. You got to take your daughter. He's like, I'm still doing classes online. It's like, bro, I think that ship has sailed, man. Like, you're 40-something years old. But it's so funny, because her relationship with this guy and some relationships I've had really mirror each other, because I've always dated very highly educated people, and they've always been very jealous of the money I make as a garbage man. And I'm like, well, why don't you come out there in the rain? And she does a very similar job. She works for a highway, and she's part of a union job. She's been working there since she was like 16. Right. She has, and she's moved up, and she doesn't do anything out in the street anymore. She's behind the scenes, but like that, it's funny how, she even says, like, next guy I date has to be blue collar, because everyone else just doesn't understand. And they're just very derogatory. And it's just very interesting. I didn't even think that this call would go down this path, but it's actually a thought I've been kind of nagging at myself, because she's been around for a while, and I really enjoy having a conversation with her. Like, literally when she calls, I'm like, oh, wow, how's it going? And we're always very playful, but then when it's something serious, it's just the kid thing. I have not met her, and it's just, it's weird. It's weird. To me, it's just like, I would hate to.
Yeah. Well, let me jump in here. Let me jump in here.
Go ahead.
So ultimately, I think what we need to kind of come to terms with is what do we want with our lives? And can this woman give it to you? And if the answer is no, then you've got to go. And you got to go find the one, because like I said, you're about to be 42, bro. Next stop 50.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We got to move, brother. We got no time on our side.
Yeah. And that's a thing that I think I have to think about a lot more, because I've just been, I've been doing a lot of work, and then like, dating here and there, obviously like having sex, and then like I get bored of them, and I'm just like, oh God, all right, see you later. You know, like they do a bunch of shit that doesn't make any sense. And it's like, hey, you really like into that kind of thing? Or you kind of do that? Do you know what? And I just don't have the patience anymore for that. Like old me years ago would be Mr. Fix It, Mr. like try to, you know, use all my emotional bandwidth, which I had a lot of. I used to have a lot of. And it's like I attracted like vampires, basically.
Yeah.
And now, like the time thing, and I just got to do some thinking on her because you know, and I just don't know if this
How
is
old
a
is the
conflict
kid?
of like, you know, 6, and she is 36.
Yeah. I mean, look, sit down, have a think, you know, DM me on Telegram if you want to talk about it. But ultimately, dude, I would just say that you have a lot that you bring to the table. You know, you just need to decide who you're going to eat with.
That's a good analogy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to think about this.
Stew on that, baby. Send me a DM. We'll
Yeah,
talk.
good.
You know I love you.
I appreciate John, and you know, like I love this call-in show. Nobody else is doing the call-in show.
Yeah, because they don't got
no
the
one
answers.
Has the balls.
They don't have the
balls.
answers. They don't have the answers.
Well, they don't. That's that too. I think they also don't have the balls either. They're like, hello, what? Oh yeah. They'd be like skibbity toilet or whatever, some Gen Z, whatever. All right. Well, thanks a lot, John. I appreciate it, man.
All right, man. You take care. Much love. Peace out. Great guy. Great guy. That's Rich. Doing really good from our he was in the Approach Anywhere program. Obviously, he's like dating a bunch of chicks now, having tremendous amounts of success. And if you want to have tremendous success yourself, you can join my monthly coaching program. This is the one-stop shop for you to get into the community and talk to me. It is called the Bunny Muscles Game Monthly. It is a phenomenal community, and we are building it back up after my 4-month hiatus. So initially, when you sign up, you get a free 30-minute onboarding consultation directly with me to develop an action plan to become the high-value man that you want to be. Right? We'll sit there and we'll customize your plan. You're going to get immediate access to a private Telegram chat with 24-hour support, and then 2 monthly live Zoom coaching calls on the 2nd and 4th Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to get a personalized strategy to get more money and women in your life today, because you need a little bit of both to make life worth living. Go to modernlifedating.com/monthly or scan that QR code on the screen right there, and that will allow you to instantaneously be transported to the website where you just click that big green button and you'll be locked and loaded. Guys, happy Good Friday to everybody. Thank you all for being here. Keep an eye on the channel. We will be doing the Midnight MLD roast of Richard Cooper. It's going to be so funny. I've been dying to do this. I'm so glad one of my community members wanted to have that happen, because I tell you what, it was so funny to just see, you know, fucking old pooper getting his pooper torn up on by fucking Andrew Wilson. So until then, I'll see you guys next week, Monday, same time, same place, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful, great weekend. We'll talk soon. Peace.